Hey guys, welcome to The Logical Latte, a channel dedicated to giving you a jolt of logic within the political sphere.
I am so honored to introduce the next president of the United States, Senator Kamala Harris.
How in the world is this not alarming to the left? The left is openly saying that Biden will not be the president if he is elected. You know, last year I was telling all my friends I thought Kamala would be the Democratic nominee. To me, it just seemed like she was the perfect vessel to fool the American people once again, like Obama was. She is African American. She's a woman. She was a prosecutor and an attorney general, a senator who specifically was raising her profile during the Kavanaugh hearings so that she could make her run for president. She has some of the same connections that the Obama clan has in the Democratic Party. Somehow she's connected to the Chicago wing of the Democratic Party. I know she had some say with the Jussie Smollett group of people. I'm not sure what the connection is, but there's something there. And she's just had that star rising on the left, and I believe that the left was trying to create another Obama moment where we could have a president that people could not criticize because they were either black or a woman, and she's both. But little did I know that she would be so cringy. She is what the media would call inauthentic. Every time this woman opens her mouth, I feel like I have to brace myself for the awkwardness that's going to come out of her mouth. I mean, I thought Hillary was the panderer in chief. I had no idea that she would be outdone by Kamala the way that she has. We all remember this cringeworthy moment in 2016.
No more questions? They said no, she has to go.
What's something that you always carry with you?
Hot sauce.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you getting information right now?
Hot sauce.
Hot sauce in my bag, swag?
Hot sauce.
Really?
Yes.
Now listen, I
yes.
just want you to know, people are going to see this and say, okay, she's pandering to black people again.
Okay. Is it working?
Ugh. If you look at that video for what it is with a completely unbiased eye, you can't help but see that she is literally pandering, outwardly pandering to a group of people and then laughing about it. And then to say something like, is it working? That is just terrible. I am not sure who told her that saying she was carrying hot sauce in her purse would make her more relatable. But that person is also far removed from the people. And she has no idea what's going on. That was the most cringeworthy segment of 2016. But not to be outdone by our favorite new little panderer in chief, Kamala Harris.
And then best rapper alive.
Tupac.
He's not alive. You say he lives on.
But not a lot. I know. I keep doing that.
You said, listen, West Coast girls think Tupac lives on. I'm with you. So Tupac, keep going.
I keep doing that. Who would I say? I mean, there's so many. I mean,
Oh, there's just so many. Silence, cricket, cricket, cricket. And this poor girl who is doing the interview is trying so hard to give Kamala a lifeline by saying, oh, yes, us West Coast girls, we think Tupac lives on. And no, really, who's your favorite rapper? And she just couldn't think of anyone. And I think besides not being able to think of anyone, the biggest problem with Kamala is the fact that she was unable to think swiftly on her feet and say something pretty diplomatic. Oh, I could name several different rappers, but I'm not going to name a rapper right now because I don't want to cause any kind of strife between, who my favorite is. They're all great. She could have said so many different things, but she just got awkward and got silent and it was weird. So now here we are with Kamala as the vice presidential candidate with a presidential candidate who his mental faculties are diminishing right in front of the American people. No one can watch a Joe Biden press conference or rally or interview and not see that he is not the same Joe Biden that ran in 2008 with Barack Obama. His abilities to formulate a sentence and get a message across, I mean, he's just, and it's sad, he's just mentally not the same person. And he has Kamala as his successor. And we're outwardly okay with the fact that she was the candidate in the Democratic primary who dropped out first. She was the first candidate before a vote was ever even cast in Iowa. She quit the campaign because she was just doing so poorly. And suddenly we are supposed to be okay with the fact that she's the successor to Joe Biden's campaign. She's the number 2. It just seems a little weird that the Democratic Party could have picked somebody that would have been a little bit less cringy. And I mean, any of them could have been better. I think that the candidates that they have left, the ticket as itself could not be any worse for the Democrat Party. Joe Biden and his mental faculties diminishing in front of us, and then Kamala with her cringy way of campaigning. She's just not relatable, and I think people see through it. I certainly do hope that people see through it, because we are definitely at a very dangerous point in our political futures, and everything will be determined tomorrow. I do hope that we will not be seeing a President Joe Biden. I don't think that we will. But, Kamala is someone who is further left than a Bernie Sanders, and she is literally just one heartbeat away, or would be one heartbeat away from the presidency. And she did a 60 Minutes interview the other day where I think it was Nora O'Donnell asked her about being considered the most liberal senator in the Senate, and she just awkwardly did this weird cackling laugh and said, "Oh yes, I believe that somebody said that recently," and that was Mike Pence on the debate stage. And the commentator said, "No, actually, it was the nonpartisan whatever group that has found you to be the most liberal senator." And she just didn't really have much to say about it and got all weird and cackly like she usually does. But just recently, yesterday or the day before, on Twitter, she posted a video, and this video is outwardly promoting Marxism. And she writes, "There's a big difference between equality and equity." And for anyone to argue against competition on equal terms and saying that everyone should just end up in the same place, that is Marxism. And she is outwardly promoting that. And for us to be on election eve about to nominate a president for the United States, Joe Biden, who is obviously diminishing mentally, she is the Trojan horse candidate. Let's all remember, when the riots first started, it was her campaign and her people who started GoFundMe pages to bail the people out who were doing the looting and the rioting and the burning down of the city streets in Portland. That is what she did. And here we are on election eve, and she is promoting Marxism. And she will be one heartbeat away if Joe Biden is elected the president of the United States. Mind you, 2 or 3 weeks ago, we had Nancy Pelosi wanting to have a commission on the 25th Amendment to be able to oust the president of the United States for the vice president. And Nancy Pelosi herself said that this had nothing to do with President Trump. I mean, that in itself to me is a real issue. And I believe that we have got to have a full understanding of when we're voting for Joe Biden, we are not actually voting for Joe Biden. We are literally voting for a Marxist candidate that is actively trying to bail out people who are committing crimes, looting, burning things down, and causing havoc in our major cities. And if you don't have a problem with that, whew, I can't help you, because that is a huge problem for me. This Democrat ticket that is on the ballot has been the least vetted ticket I have ever seen in presidential politics. Joe Biden has been in his basement for the past, 6 to 7 months, and he has not answered any tough questions. Kamala Harris has also barely asked any tough questions. Anytime she's asked a question, she just kind of cackles and laughs about it. And no one's really pushing back. And she is on the ticket and in theory could be the president of the United States. And I believe that she is 100% a Trojan horse candidate. So if you're okay with voting for Kamala Harris as president, then go right on ahead. I don't understand it, but she is basically who you're voting for, because Joe Biden will not last 4 years in office. And whether that be from health concerns or whether that'll be from Nancy Pelosi and her 25th Amendment that she's trying to figure out a way to oust, presidents. Anyway, that's about all I have for this video. Like I say, make sure that you like and subscribe to my channel. The best way to help my channel would be to share this video and to get our message across and out there against the media and all social platforms. And I will see you next time I have a video. Thanks.